Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy. I hope you're doing really well wherever or whenever in the world that you are. Welcome to the start of another reading vlog. I completely jinxed myself in my February TBR video. I'm feeling so slumpy and I don't know what it's about. So as many of these reading vlogs start, I'm gonna try and jumpstart my reading a little bit, kick myself into gear. Sometimes I feel slumpy and then I read one book that I love and then it's like a quick turnaround. I jump right back into reading. So I'm hoping that's the case here. I am in the middle of Black Romance Readathon. So the book that I'm currently in the middle of is Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola. And I'm enjoying it. I'm not very far. All I gather so far is this book is about a woman. She's in college and she is like the DJ at this kind of like spoken word women's advice radio station. And a new guy comes to campus and is just causing all this chaos and tension within her listeners. And she doesn't like him very much, but he's a hottie. So we'll see where it goes. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm listening to the audiobook. The narrator is British, which we love. And yeah, that's what I'm reading. I'll probably stick to my romances this weekend. Hopefully I can finish one or two. That would be great. I don't know if I said this already, but it is Saturday morning, just after 10. This will probably just be a quick reading, a weekend reading vlog. So I don't have too much on my agenda today. This morning, I like tidied around my place for a little bit. And this afternoon, my sister's coming over. So I think we're gonna get some lunch, maybe watch some rugby. And we are planning a sister trip for next year in 2024. So I'm very excited. I have my Excel spreadsheet. We're gonna make some big high-level decisions around budget, general timeline, etc. I'm very excited. Yeah, so it's gonna be a wonderful day, a nice weekend. I'll take you guys along. I think that's all for the intro. Welcome, and I'll check in with you if I read, not if, when I've read more of a book or books. Many hours later. It is just about 5:30-ish, I think. My sister and I had a wonderful afternoon. We ordered lunch and it was delicious. We chatted, we did some planning, we watched some rugby. It was a grand old time. So I did read a little bit more of Honey and Spice this afternoon. I think I'm on chapter 7 or 8. And I'm liking it. I am right at the part where I can kind of see where this fake dating trope is like getting set up and is going to come into play. I think my overall thoughts so far, now granted I'm very early on in this book, I have mixed feelings about Kiki right now. She's a little like overly confident, like know-it-all, judging everyone else kind of vibe, which I don't love, but she is very funny and she has a great dynamic with Malachi. They have really good chemistry. So like, I'm very excited for where this is going and I'm certainly enjoying myself. This whole time I've been reading, in the back of my mind, like right on the tip of my tongue, I'm like, God, this book is reminding me of something and I couldn't quite think of it. And I was just kind of perusing some of the reviews on Goodreads and I saw Life as Monet's review where she kind of compared it to Two Can Play That Game. And if you've seen that movie, the dynamic of like these two really confident young people dating or like spending time together, that is exactly what I was thinking of. So thank you for that connection. Sorry, I know you can hear Frances. She's right here playing with her little favorite toy. Anyways, so it is now, I think I already said it, it's just about 5:30. Actually, I think it's later than 5:30 now. Maybe closer to 6. I'm gonna relax this evening. I think I'm gonna reheat some leftovers at some point, watch a little YouTube, maybe read a little more. And so yeah, I'll check in with you guys if I read a little bit more tonight or if I pick up anything new. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Hello everyone. It has been quite a few days later since I last filmed. I think the previous clip might have been from Saturday, and it is currently Wednesday. I got a crazy stomach bug, so I've been kind of out for the count for many days. I am feeling so much better, thank goodness. But yeah, I was kind of out of commission for a few days there. I didn't read too much. I did end up finishing Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola, and overall, I liked this book. I think I'm gonna give it maybe 3.5 stars. Here are some of the things I liked. I really liked Kiki and Malachi's relationship. I liked their kind of rivals to quick friends to something more. I liked that progression. I liked the pacing of that relationship. The fake dating felt a little silly because it was just like, you guys were not fake dating ever at any point, but okay, for plot reasons you are. I really enjoyed Kiki's friendships throughout the book. I liked a lot of the female relationships. I liked how some of the relationships she had with girls on campus, how they changed throughout the book. I thought that was really great. The ending was sweet, a bit predictable, but like overall a really feel-good story. I know at the very beginning I was feeling a bit so-so about Kiki, and she definitely grew on me. I liked seeing, as the book went on, a more of like a honest, vulnerable, kind of soft side come out of her. I feel like at the beginning she's very like all sharp edges and like kind of like keeping her distance from everyone, kind of judging everyone, but doing it a bit unconsciously, I think, as a way to kind of protect herself. And so she's a bit prickly, I thought, at the beginning, but yeah, I grew to like her more as the book went on. I'm very curious. We have our book club tomorrow. This was our book club pick for work, and so I'm very curious to hear what other people said or what other people thought. I've heard like rumblings here and there and kind of casually checking in with some people that I think there's kind of mixed feelings about this story. So I'm very curious to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions. I will say overall, I thought it was a sweet, like solid debut novel. It was just, I had some issues with like the overall pacing. It took me quite some time to like become fully invested in the story and the characters. Like I would say probably 40 or 50% in before I started to like really care and I started to feel eager to kind of come back into the story. I did think the audiobook narrator was excellent. So yeah, all in all, I liked it. I don't know if I'd read it again, but I definitely think if you're looking for something kind of light and familiar, maybe not light, it does have some heavier themes throughout. I guess it just like, it feels very familiar. So if you're looking for kind of like a more comfortable, safe, cozy, fake dating, because they're like not really fake dating. They just like are into each other and come up with a reason to date. But yeah, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I started on my way home from work today, the audiobook for Fake It Till You Bake It. And here's the premise from what I gather so far. I knew almost nothing going in. There's like this NFL football player who owns, with like his best buddies from the team, a bakery or like a little baking shop. And they have this passion for baking and they're like trying to turn it into their like post-football career. But their baking shop is like struggling a little bit. And so that's the main male protagonist. And then I've just met the female protagonist who I think was like on some version of like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette maybe. And there's like some drama with her performance on this TV reality show. And so she's kind of struggling in her own way. And they have kind of this like quirky meet cute where she's in the cupcake shop. They don't recognize who either is. And she's kind of like hating on his cupcakes and he gets very offended. So they just have like a funny little moment of her kind of like, you know, just like hating on the cupcakes and he has to defend the cupcakes, and I thought it was sweet. So anyways, I'm just at the very beginning. I'm enjoying it so far. I also am listening to this on audiobook. I also have downloaded the audiobook for Finding Me by Viola Davis, and I cannot wait to listen to that audiobook. Yeah, I think that's all I have on the docket like coming up. Again, sorry for the little delay in filming. I know it's been many days. I'm just gonna blend my romance readathons into the same vlog. I think I'm gonna continue to read and center a lot of Black authors during this romance readathon, but also maybe picking up a couple fantasies the rest of the week. I don't really know. We're kind of just taking it one day at a time here. So anyways, all that to say is I just got home from work. I'm gonna maybe go on a little walk. It's kind of beautiful outside. It's like 65 and sort of cloudy, sunny. A little breeze is going on. I'm gonna read, probably watch some TV. Yeah, so I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Hello, it is now Friday, a few days later. I have some reading updates. I'm about 40% into Fake It Till You Bake It, and I'm loving it. It is delightful. The forced proximity that's happening between these two, I'm really vibing with it. It's kind of light and funny. I love their kind of banter and arguing. It's delightful. I'm having a great time with that. I also, as like my bedtime listens, I finally finished It Happened One Autumn by Kleypas. This is the second book in the Wallflowers series. It was fine. I think I'm gonna give it like a 3 overall. Marcus, the main male protagonist love interest, was fine. I liked Lillian a lot. Their relationship to me, I just like, sometimes in romance books, I can't stand when people are pretending that they don't have feelings for each other or just like really pushing that down and denying it. That's something that comes up a lot in romance. That is not my favorite thing. In the end, it was fine. Although the character art that Sebastian St. Vincent has in book 2, in this book, I could not believe. He's in the Ravenels and the man wasn't the same. So I started book 3 in this little Wallflowers series, I think Devil in Winter. And I just started it and I'm just like, I don't understand how we're gonna make me like him again. Cause he does some crazy, awful stuff in the second book that I didn't know happened. And so anyways, I mean, I love Evie. She's my favorite. So obviously I'm gonna come around. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, so that's some of the casual stuff that I'm reading. All of it on audio. I'll probably pick up a few things. I can't remember if I said this already, but it is Friday. My mom is coming over for dinner. We're gonna do something special. I don't know if we're gonna go out or order in, but I can't wait. I haven't seen her in a while, so it'll be nice to kind of catch up. Yeah, and then my only plans this weekend is to read and rest, but mostly read. So I'm very excited to kind of knock off some books on my TBR, and I'm already out of my slumpy mood. I liked Honey and Spice, and it, just like I had hoped, it kind of jumpstart my reading and I'm out of my slump, lickety split. So great. I know you can't, I don't know if you can tell by the lighting, but it is very gray and rainy today. And so it's a perfect afternoon, evening to read. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I am 3 chapters into Devil in Winter, and I'm already back on St. Vincent's team. I don't know how that just happened, but it happened very quickly. But I've forgiven all that he did at the end of book 2. I have forgiven it all. I have forgotten it all. I'm obsessed with St. Vincent and Evie. I'm here for it. I don't know how that happened so quickly, but yeah, It's working for me. I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm adoring it. I love Evie's audacity to go up to St. Vincent and like bargain with him like she did for this marriage of convenience situation. I loved it. I just love their chemistry is top tier. I'm really into it. I like them so much. I can't wait to see where this goes. This is fun. I'm glad I picked this up because I was thinking about not picking it up after how book 2 went, but I'm glad we're here. So anyways, that's my only little reading update. My oven is preheated. Great. Timing, it's all fortuitous. Loving it. Okay, bye. Hello. It is Saturday afternoon, bordering evening now. And let me tell you, I have been on quite the reading marathon the last 24 hours or so. I have finished not only Devil in Winter, but also Scandal in Spring. So I'm finished with the Wallflowers series. And here are my overall thoughts. I loved Evie and St. Vincent's story. It was so much better than I was expecting. Forgive me, I'm realizing my face is a bit pink. I'm fresh out the shower, so I'm a little toasty. Anyways, loved Evie and St. Vincent's story. It was even better than I wanted it to be. I loved their chemistry. My only complaint is I wish the book was longer, to be honest. Like I wanted even more time with them. I love them. And so I kind of wasn't expecting this, but I really liked Daisy's story too. It didn't go like, it wasn't with the love interest that I thought it was going to be with, but I loved it nonetheless. I definitely think these last 2 books were much more my favorite or much more to my liking than the first 2. The first 2 were fine, like Annabelle and Lillian's stories were fine, but I really liked these last 2. So I loved those. They were easy, breezy, comfortable listening. I can see myself at least rereading the second 2. I really had fun with those. I'm also about 75% into Fake It Till You Bake It, and I'm obsessed. It is so fun. I had no idea that this book was going to be a fake dating trope, but I'm so here for it. I'm about 75% in, and I like know the third act conflict is coming, and I'm just like not sure what it's going to be. Anyways, all that to say is at the beginning of this reading vlog, I was feeling so bummed about reading, and now that I'm coming towards the end, wow, have the tables turned. I'm feeling so great. I'm in the reading mood. I love it. I'm here for it. This is why reading vlogs are a beautiful thing. So anyways, now that I'm done gushing about some of the books that I'm reading, I'm about to go out and about, so I probably won't read or listen to anything else tonight, but you never know. I'll certainly listen to my audiobook, Fake It Till You Bake It, a little bit more in my car rides this evening. If I read anything else, I'll check in with you guys later this evening, and if not, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is now Sunday, just around 11 in the morning. I realized that I didn't get any B-roll or anything from last night. I think it's just because when I'm with people, one, they are not always consenting to be on film, but also I just kind of forget. I like to be really present, and it's like not on my mind. But anyways, had a great time last night. I read a little bit more yesterday evening, but I did this morning finish Fake It Till You Bake It. I loved it. I thought it is just a warm hug of a book. I loved both the male and female protagonists. Like I liked them individually, and I loved them as a couple. I thought it was so sweet. I just like, this felt like, gave me all the like ooey gooey, like lovey-dovey feels. I just had such a good time listening to this audiobook. It was so light. It was so feel good. And it wasn't too long. It was just a great time. I loved it. I think I'm gonna probably give it like 4.5 out of 5 stars. I just had the best time. I will say the third act conflict breakup situation, like, I sort of was like rolling my eyes, but thankfully it was resolved pretty quickly, so it wasn't like dragged out or anything. And there was like this plot point that kind of happened as part of the conflict that like didn't feel as high stakes as I think it was supposed to. But aside from that, like that's not why I was loving this book. So that, like, whatever, it didn't really matter to me. I just overall adored this book. I love it so much. Now I'm wanting to see what's on this author's backlist, because I really enjoyed her writing, the characterization. I just had a great time. So anyways, highly recommend Fake It Till You Bake It. It was wonderful. I loved it. I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna pick up next. I need to finish Black Cake, so I'll probably jump back into that book. I have the physical book on my nightstand over there. So I might read Black Cake at some point today. I also want to start the Viola Davis memoir today. I don't know. We're going to kind of see. Maybe I start something new because, like, I'm me. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted throughout the day. Again, nothing on my agenda today. It's kind of gray, a little bit warm though. So I don't know if I'm gonna go adventuring. I have a few errands I need to get done at some point, like buying toilet paper and tissues and some groceries, things like that. And yeah, I might watch some TV. My sister recommended this show, The Extraordinaries, I think it's called. I'll pop up a little like show poster up here. And it's on Hulu, and it's about this world where everybody has superpowers except for like the main girl. She hasn't discovered her powers yet. And it is very funny, and I can already tell it's gonna be very like well written and sweet. And yeah, I watched the first episode and it was great. So probably watch a little bit of that today. So yeah, that's my check-in. I'm making some tea. I'm gonna read for a little and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. I'm honestly not sure if I filmed anything from yesterday. Long story short, I didn't read very much yesterday. I watched a lot of TV, so it wasn't a very productive day from a reading lens anyways. But I wanted to close out the vlog today, maybe start a new one. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna see how the day goes. I have off work today, which is glorious, but it is a bit gray and rainy. So I don't know what's on the docket for today. Thank you for sticking around. I know this vlog ended up being way longer than I expected, days-wise. My reading was a bit all over the place, although I did read a lot of wonderful romances. Got to read some from Black Romance Readathon and from Blackathon. I haven't read any fantasy romances, but I'm sure I'll pick something up before the month is over. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever day you're watching this on. I'll see you guys in the next one soon. Bye.